Welcome back to episode 5. When we left off, you guys were following the alchemist through the woods back into town.
So we should probably go to the inn and get some sleep.
We should also check on the innkeeper, Miss Medella?
Wasn't she missing this morning? I don't remember seeing her.
Well, we can still try to look for her. After all, what if she...
I would really like to rest. I need to replenish my spell slots. And heal up.
Definitely. Medeldra. I feel before we rest, we should look for Medeldra, just in case.
Okay. Alright.
Well, Gilbert's gonna look up towards on the walk back. He's gonna look up towards the potion guy, and he's gonna be like, "How are you doing?
Oh,
How are you doing today?"
Very well.
Very well.
Yes. Yes, do you think any of you will be, maybe purchasing some potions?
Sure.
I expect one of these people to buy me a potion. I bought everyone potions before.
I have 2 gold to my name. I appreciate you buying the
I think you'll be
health
fine.
potion.
I can
Purchase.
You should probably do that. You're richer than me.
I would also like to talk to you about that, you didn't give it a name, the weird potion that I kept trying to buy.
Oh, yes. See, it's a magic potion, yes.
What does it do?
As I said before, shake it a little bit, throw it, big wave.
What kind of wave? A wave of energy or a wave of water?
Well, not sure. Probably water.
What how much did you say it was? Was it 10 gold?
50 gold.
I have 41 pieces.
I'll give you some of mine.
What if you drank the potion?
What if you consume it?
Well, I would not recommend that, but could do something.
You would probably explode.
Yeah. Don't test drinking what is essentially a water bomb.
I mean, you could always try
I mean, I'm very stupid.
after you buy it.
Yes, of course. I might refrain. I'm not sure.
Why don't we buy some health potions now that we're here?
Yes.
Yes.
How much do they cost again?
Oh, basic health potion, 5 gold pieces.
Okay. Do that. So
I can contribute 2
How
gold
about-
pieces to the cause.
it's okay. I can. I mean, unless you wanna.
I can contribute
Okay.
like
He's
2
gonna, like, kinda-
money to my name.
Put his hand down. He's like, 1 second. How about 3 gold pieces?
Well, maybe.
I mean, we are buying quite a few.
And we are also protecting this town. We are actively contributing to all the lives in this area to be safe.
We
And
are. More
the
lives
rest
mean
of
more
the
customers.
We are kind of
Okay,
light saviors.
everybody roll. Whoever who's talking to this guy, roll persuasion.
I'm ready for it. It'll be fun.
Now
I'm pretty
on.
happy with that. What was it? Persuasion?
The people who were talking to him
Persuasion?
just now.
17.
17. What'd you get, Gilbert?
1 second.
I got a
That's
20.
an 8.
And you got a
21.
I just
I
was
got
like,
a
well, more
19.
people
I just
alive
wanted to
means
roll
more
a 19.
customers.
You do make good point. I could lower the price to 3 gold pieces.
Okay.
How many
So-
are we purchasing? I'm contributing the 2. I'm contributing 2 gold to our
Okay.
pool.
So 3, 6, 9, 12.
I have my own.
Okay. Oh.
I don't think I already have one. I can try.
It
Okay,
might be
so I'll
best
just-
to
So
have more than one. If whatever we're going
9
up against
gold
is as
taken
big
away
as,
from me.
we believe.
Yes, but I don't want to get those.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
you're getting 3?
Yes.
Okay. This is very good. Anything else I can do for you?
Is there anything you could imagine that would pose any potential help to killing this big behemoth that we're going up against? Outside of just health.
Yes. Do you have anything that would cause light
Well.
or fire?
Yes.
Let me take a look in the back. He goes kind of the back of his cart, digs through this chest, and I almost had Russian there. Pulls out this flask, metal flask that is has like a lid on it. Goes, well, I don't usually sell these, but alchemist's fire.
And the prices?
It does, throw it.
Comes fire.
Obviously, you have to put it in a glass container first, but throw it, sparks up, fine.
And the price?
Well, about 10 gold pieces per vial.
I'll buy 2.
I can buy.
I don't need to haggle, I'll buy 2.
I will also buy.
I feel like Gilbert shoots you a glare about that I don't need to haggle.
So you guys are buying some?
Yes.
I believe, just write down Alchemist Fire. I think it's also in D&D Beyond.
I could. So we're getting 3. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm buying 2.
I'll just buy 1. It's not like I can really throw it that well, I'm guessing.
I'll throw it
That
for
was
you.
strength.
Yeah.
It's either strength or dex. I think it would be
It's
dex
dex.
because it's the same with the
Dex.
javelin.
Yeah.
How the hell do you spell alchemist's fire?
Oh, that's a great question.
ALCHEM.
It doesn't have to be spelled right on your character sheet, but
Alchemist.
No, I don't think anybody's gonna notice. I don't think the grammar police is gonna go after you. I will, but not the grammar police.
I don't even know if that's correct. That's just what I think it is.
so
Thank you.
I see that do you have everything you need,
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
or could I interest you in potion of teleportation again?
You know, if we have to run around a giant area to start up a bunch of crystals to contain this thing, a bit more mobility might actually be helpful.
It's only 15 gold.
It could be useful for the rest of you. I do, however, have Misty Step, so I do think I would not need it.
And I need to fly.
I also
It's,
can fly.
it's made of all natural ingredients.
I've got
Yeah, so was the last one, and it poisoned me.
Do you have any potions that make it so you're not poisoned?
You're. But
Yeah, poison cure might be helpful when you're selling a health potion.
yes.
Well, no, but I mean, it's not very common to be poisoned.
It'd be really funny if you had a health potion that poisons you and a poison potion that really lowers your health.
I do, unless someone else is going to purchase that teleportation potion for themselves, I think we are good.
Yeah, I think.
Really? You need
I'll think
takers?
we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. No.
Thank you,
It's
though.
like you can look, it's like, I bought my boots and you can tap them together and teleport.
Blinks.
somewhere else.
Those are gonna be extremely helpful.
You have blink boots?
Okay.
You need
He
them.
puts this potion back in his coat.
Do you know anybody who could put magic effects on weapons?
That's actually a good question.
Oh,
I figured out of a blacksmith.
well,
or-
I don't think it's a blacksmith, but maybe ask a priest friend. He might know magic. Wait, actually, maybe not.
I can
Yes,
make your,
he seems rather
your
fixed.
swords better.
Please do. We'll do
He's
that while I'm.
nice guy, but don't know if he can do magic.
No, he seems rather fixated on his god. Very sweet about it, but very fixated on belief and the power of it.
Or maybe his friend Riz. No, probably not.
Well, that'll be fine. You can do it yourself, buddy. I mostly trust you.
Well, we can do that later.
Shall we go to the inn to look for Medeldra?
Yes.
Yes.
And word of advice: you'll go on around. Maybe I don't know. Visit some people around town. They may help you.
Right, that reminds me. We do need to go into the center of town and warn everybody about these crystals.
I told that.
Mari did
Mari's
that.
on top
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
right.
However, we should go around town looking, explaining our cause and asking for assistance.
Yes. Should we start with that, or should we start with the innkeeper?
I think we should start with Medeldra. I do think that she was also confused and maybe I could help her.
Yes. Blacksmith said she would give us supplies and stuff free of charge. She might also have something.
First, I think Medeldra
Yes,
and...
Medeldra first, and then.
Yes,
go from
have
there.
you seen Matilda around?
No,
and
not
that's what our
recently.
problem is.
That is why we are looking for her.
You have any ideas?
Not really. Maybe wanders off into the forest. Wouldn't put it past her. So, you off then?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for the
Well,
patronage.
hope you come back. Simply because, one, you seem like nice people. Two, you spend lots of money.
I did buy 30 gold worth of fire, didn't I?
Well, I contributed.
Yeah. So you guys are going to the forest inn.
Yes.
Let's go.
Once again, the town is still mourning the mayor, and you get to the forest inn, this druidic inn, grass out front, vines crawling up the sides. There's still some deer in the backyard. Nobody bothered to bury the 2 bandits that John Chief killed.
I was just about to
Did they
Are
at
they
least
still
take
there?
them out of the out of the inn?
So they were already outside the inn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they drag your bodies to a place where they wouldn't just be in the middle of the road?
No.
Wonderful place.
Rose is gonna walk up to them and just stare at them for a little bit.
Yeah, and you guys get inside, and there's once again nobody at the front desk.
Can we look around that front desk? See
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. I wanna
I'm not good
check
at that.
I wanna look around too. What'd you get, buddy?
4.
I would also like to invest.
Me too. Yeah, I got worse. Oh.
Ooh, okay, I got a good investigation, so.
What about a 2? How does an 8 sound? You're on
17.
17.
2, 4, 8, 10,
20,
12.
not natural.
Okay, so 3 of you guys are just kind of like looking at this desk, I guess.
Yes, this
Like
desk
looking
is
through the
made
drawers.
I just-
However, you 2 see behind the desk. You look back there. There is another crystal silhouette on the ground.
Shoot!
Not
How
that one.
How
Why
did she
did you like
touch
the
the
crystal?
crystal? I thought she didn't like it.
It might not be her. Does it look like her?
It has to be her. Yeah, I mean, who else would it be?
Could have been there.
Oh no.
She was so nice.
And not too far away from the first silhouette is a second, and between the 2 is a crystal that looks to have fallen.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the one I found down. Crush it into my boot.
Can I look up and see if there's any is there crystals on the roof or something?
No, there's nothing on the roof.
Is there
I'm
any
going to
evidence
guess
of a
someone did to
struggle?
her what Gilbert did to her and shot her crystal against the wind. That's what I think.
Yes.
That was before we knew anything about it.
Wait.
Father,
Crystal. Yeah.
I do not think crushing crystals on this end will do anything. I had to crush the pendant in the Shadowfell.
If,
Right,
if
but
anything,
doing
it
this
might
will
stop it
guarantee
from
nothing
watching
else.
them.
Nobody. Getting rid of as many as possible will help prevent others from.
Aren't you making it into smaller pieces, though?
I didn't think that far.
Maybe throw it in the river next time.
Yeah.
Let it be swept away to some.
Bury it.
To somewhere else where someone else is going to touch it without knowing.
Exactly.
I think we'll bury it next time.
Yes.
Or set them on fire.
Are they flammable?
That's a good question.
I mean, anything's flammable if the fire's big enough.
It does have aspects of both crystal and metal, so it can be
Melted
if I
there.
remember correctly.
You do recall it can be melted.
Can be melted.
I mean, it doesn't. Melting it doesn't help us very much. It's
Yeah,
still
it just
there.
changes its shape.
But maybe it's used later. We could probably get the blacksmith to, for later when we go to trap the creature, we can have it in the shape of a certain form or something, so people don't try and mess with it and take it out as a normal crystal.
But what if, say, millions of years in the future, someone stumbles upon it and they don't understand gluing?
That's their problem. Yeah, that's their problem.
If they're stupid, then they might as well face the
They're not
consequences.
stupid, they just don't know.
There is a
That is
difference.
kind of the definition.
Well, I just think they would not know. When we first discovered these crystals, we touched them. It resulted in common instinct.
Maybe like carve a like giant sign that says "Don't touch the crystals, they're evil."
But if that's
They're
in
evil
1,000 years.
What if they use a different link? You know what? Problem for the future generation. We'll put it on their backs.
For some reason, Gilbert's now reasonable.
I do think we should, if we do issue warnings, it should be more than just vague danger. People should know the specifics of descending to the Shadowfell.
I mean, I guess that's what the Celts trying to do with that big rock.
But
Maybe we can just put
verbal warnings.
We can
to the
seal
towns.
We can seal them away in the mines in the Shadow Realm where they belong.
You know what you could do? You know, seal them away, then destroy the entrance to the mines, since they're all dried up anyways, and then nobody has access to them.
God, just remember that we told that woman that the mine would be fine.
We should probably
We
talk
said-
to her
We
tomorrow.
said in a couple weeks. She'll come in then.
We did, yes.
I'm tired.
Yes.
Yes, me
Okay.
too.
Yes, let's go to bed for now, and we'll do more investigating in the morning.
Anyone need anything? I can probably cook us some stew. It's not much, but I found chicken soup brings comfort.
And I can make some tea if anyone would like some.
Sure.
I'll be fine.
I'm
I
waiting
ate
for
last
Conall
week.
kept making eye contact with me. That makes me nervous.
Sorry, not meaning to.
Okay. Rose is gonna slowly take off the mask, and you can kind of see that there has been a lot of crying underneath that mask.
You alright, kid? You've been distant
The
for a
dad
while.
did die.
Well, we don't know
They're-
if
they're-
he's dead. He
they're not
might
dead.
be
The
alive.
dad is 50-50 dead. I think they deserve to cry.
Yes, I agree with Dan.
Of course.
Would you like some chicken soup, Rosie? I know it does nothing to bring back Atticus, but I found a warm meal does help.
Sure, that works for me.
And Connor's gonna start setting up the pot.
You were able to like cook a decent meal for everybody, and you're all able to get a long rest, which you can take the benefits of.
Yeah, Gilbert's got some things to do. Gilbert's gonna just, I guess, go around the town and find, and probably, and just and rebuild his dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you said
The
you
dog did a
spent
little.
part of the night rebuilding the dog.
And then I also would like to grab some other metal things and create an Ezra eye, which is just an eye that works.
Oh, for the old man?
For the old man.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's the least we could do.
Yeah.
Poor Hero.
Okay. Morning comes. Roosters crow outside your window, and all 6 of you get up and meet back in the sort of lobby of this inn or tavern.
How does everyone sleep, I guess?
It is hard to sleep when such a threat.
Yes.
The rest has helped.
Yes.
Alright. So today our plan is, if I can recall correctly, finish gathering supplies, talk to Caeryfyndon about bringing us up to the caves, finding the room, and hopefully not dying.
Also talking to the townspeople.
Right.
Yes, to see if they can give us any help.
The townspeople, and I feel like there was one thing that we were going to do that we forgot.
Talk to the old woman, or the elder.
Oh, the
Yeah.
mine owner. But we do have time to do that.
So where should we start?
You might as well go to get more stuff.
Talk to Mommy about getting Hillel some armor.
Hopefully he won't need it.
Hopefully.
Maybe if we're lucky, we can get Chief to come with us.
I think
I feel like he might be busy.
he's mourning and he is taking care of the townspeople.
Well, let's go then.
So where are you going first?
Blacksmith.
You get to the blacksmith, you see there's like a slight mound where they buried all the crystals in the front of their yard. And they look tired as you approach. Oh. Hey, villagers, no, I didn't say everything. I just told them to get rid of the crystals. Too much would have frightened them.
Do you know
But-
if any of them actually did?
It shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. So there's that.
We do have some news to share with you. The innkeeper is no longer here.
Oh,
Madeldra, she was.
well, that's dreadful. She was quite a nice person. I mean, recently she was a little off, but
I could have helped her if we had gotten to her in time.
I know one of the townsfolk was visiting her a few days ago, right after you arrived. Thought she was good then, I think.
It was the crystal's fault.
We found not one but two silhouettes.
Wait, is anyone else missing?
Well, I mean, Fred did go to check on her. I didn't see him around.
Knew it.
That's who we forgot to check.
Not Frederick.
No. His name's Fred. Frederick is a different guy.
Oh, God, that is...
Frederick didn't really like Madeldra very much. Their businesses were kind of in competition.
You said that somebody visited her before leaving.
Yes, Fred did.
And this Fred is gone?
Well, I haven't seen him in a little bit, but I mean, I don't see everybody every day.
How many days has it been since you last seen Fred?
I would say about 2 now.
Okay, that's what he's most likely the other crystal mound.
One. 2 at once. That's
You said that they visited and she was fine the day of that we arrived. She had no.
Yes, you talked to her, I think. I really don't know, but I'm pretty sure she was definitely around the day you were there because you met her.
You said you would be able to supply us with some gear free of charge?
Oh yes, of course. Is there anything in particular?
Outside of armor for, keep forgetting his name.
Hero.
For Hero, we don't have any specifics. What do you have to offer?
Well, I make tools. Mostly. A few weapons here and there, but nothing too great. I guess I do have a chain shirt I could lend you for Huel if you're going to take him with you. I don't know why you would.
We are taking him to the realm. He's just showing us around the caves and then just leaving.
Oh.
We would never.
Well, I
do
guess you
that.
did know the mine
Yes.
better than anyone else.
We would not take him to the Shadowfell. That place is cold and dark, and we would not bring any innocents there.
No.
Well,
We are trained for this.
I'm gonna take this chain shirt off the wall and hand it to you. Whoever takes it.
I'll take it.
I can give you that. I'm sorry, I might not have more that you're looking for.
It's fine. You're doing your best to help us.
Although-
that means the world.
If you are going, you just said this place was dark. I do have a few lanterns.
Yes,
Yeah, we will
That would
definitely
be-
need
that would be
those.
good.
And perhaps some fuel, just in case we need to.
anything flammable, anything that can produce
Well,
light will be extremely
For the lanterns, they're just candle lit.
Alright.
that's all I have.
Okay.
But I can give you, I think I have 4.
So we're gonna have to be huddled up a little bit.
I also have like 8 more torches.
I have
Okay.
torches and I have.
I do not have
magical glow.
torches.
I have rocks that can glow.
And I'm fairly sure we don't want to get too separated from each other.
So
And I can cast dancing lights.
can I ask who can see in the dark?
I can.
I can.
obviously. I won't.
I can see. I can give people night vision too. 300 feet. But there is a chance with the dogs you won't even be able to see them. So
Yes.
I don't know how helpful.
Yes, it would be nice to use our spells like light
Yeah.
or dancing lights and the lanterns and the torches.
Yeah.
And Murray goes back, taking some 4 lanterns off the wall, and says, well, you can have them.
Thank you.
I would like it if you could return it, but if it's not possible, don't risk your life over it.
We will do our best, Richard.
I just don't want my handiwork to be destroyed.
Of
But
Of course.
like I said, don't put your lives ahead of this or bodily harm. If it's gone, it's gone. Just don't be foolish with things. Yes, you guys now have 4 lanterns. Divvy that up among yourselves however you want.
Think. Who needs a lantern?
I really need just a form of having light.
So you'll get a
So
lantern.
definitely me.
I can use just like the light cantrip, and I'm pretty sure Comet can too.
Don't have a.
I have light. I have the cantrips light and
Well,
dancing
actually,
lights.
since we don't have produced flame, never mind. I have produced flame. As a
I have
cantrip. I don't need to
Rocks.
I'd say
I feel
these
like
2.
you and I should definitely get some light.
Yeah, because
I'll-
lanterns
I'll
are
take
probably
them to the
lanterns are.
I've got torches and I've got rocks.
I think the lanterns are brighter than the rocks, so that could be more useful.
Minecraft logic.
I do have a question for the DM. So with the final like imprisonment counteracting ritual, would it require anything like repairing crystals or anything?
You don't know.
Oh, good day.
Yay!
I do have mending.
As do I.
You do know what the book said, and that was that by destroying some of the magical crystals the Celts put in place, it weakens the prison enough for one to switch something out of it. Basically, transport something inside and get what was ever inside out.
I have a bad feeling one of us is gonna have to sacrifice ourselves then.
Yes. I mean, I could summon an animal and have them do it.
I don't think a fey spirit would constitute as a life.
Yeah.
I mean, there's we don't know till we get there, but
It's a problem
we can
for another time.
teleport away.
In fact, I would rather not think about that, period.
Let us wait for our planning until we are descending to the rift. Not through the rift, but to it.
Well, I hope what I gave you helps.
It will.
Yes, thank you.
Much obliged. We are now going to ask the town if they know of
Yeah.
any.
Well, this is just a suggestion. Frederick might know more people around here, but I do know there are several old soldiers around who could maybe help you fight.
They will not be involved in this.
There was a man named Arthur Kane and the Dragonborn Riz. Both of them are capable warriors.
Really? It might be best to hire on some warriors. I know we said no more innocents, but if they are trained, it might be a good idea to have more allies.
I agree with that.
And then she smacks her head. Sorry, I said Arthur Kane. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it with all of this happening. The other man's name was Andrews Williams. I can't believe I forgot.
You should probably get some sleep. You've been up all night.
Andrews Williams and Riz?
Yes.
The rat launcher.
That could be very good if you cook them properly.
I don't want to know that.
It does depend on the
It
recipe.
tastes like chicken.
They're quite like chicken, but they do taste good.
I prefer Volsilver.
Like a mix of fish and mice. Not
How
mice,
about
fish
we
and
just don't eat rodents? They taste good.
Would you not eat chicken?
There are
No.
chicken is just the rodent of the sky.
there are some scrapes where you do need to eat rodents.
Well, I generally wouldn't eat rodents, but I mean, if you had to,
If they're cooked properly, that's what
not
I'm
rats though.
saying.
Rats are disgusting.
Yeah.
I think ground squirrels, chipmunks.
This is the conversation we're having while the world is about
But
to end.
that's besides the point. You should probably get going.
Yes.
Yes. We need to hurry up so we can get this done and we can go and see what's wrong.
Yes.
Of course. We should go to the town square and explain our mission to avenge Bovar, and I would normally include Atticus in that, but I do not think the townsfolk would look kindly on us saying that.
Yeah.
To avenge Bovar and Dorian and ask for assistance.
Rose did not take kindly to that wording.
So, sometime last night you didn't see the mayor's body was moved. It's no longer in the town square, and Dorian's body is also no longer there.
Okay. Is there any way to gather all the townspeople without another death, like a bell?
There is an old bell that sits in the center, but it looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
Should we use that? Just get them all gathered, just so we don't have to run around everywhere.
Yes.
Times like
Does it have
these.
any broken? Like, does it look like if I?
It looks like it'll
break?
work.
All right, I'm gonna kind of stretch a bit, and I'm gonna pull it down as hard as I can.
So it's more like when
Ding ding ding.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
so you're ringing the bell.
It's like the ones you see at Arby's.
You ring this bell, and people come out of their homes. They haven't. This has not happened a whole lot, and they walk out. Curious. Some of them look a little angry, like they're not happy to see you guys around. But most of them are just curious.
All right, who's gonna talk to the masses?
I can
do. If you
we can do it together. I will do the starting pitch, and you can add whatever you feel. Dear townsfolk, I know you probably do not think kindly on us after the deaths that have followed us. However, we are working to start an attack of vengeance to avenge Mayor Bovar and Dorian and all those lost, the friends and family who have lost. If there are if any of you can provide assistance to our cause to make these deaths matter and not be in vain, I urge you to come forward, please. I am begging.
Okay, roll persuasion.
You said we'd be able to add the help action,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can-
Okay, I'll do
So
that.
how are you helping them with this speech?
I'm gonna just I don't know. Oh,
I would, if you let me do it, I can start playing the
Yeah,
lute.
you
I
can
can
do
start
that.
playing a heroic tune on my lute.
Okay, yeah, so you can roll with advantage then.
Alright.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, that is a 24.
was that a? Oh god.
19.
You see anybody who was kind of sour is now definitely listening, and some people are go get the pitchforks,
Get the pitchforks and the torches! Burn them all!
and a bunch of people are definitely listening to this. And one guy steps forward. You recognize Frederick, and he says, "Are you asking a bunch of townsfolk to do your job?"
No,
No.
you don't want them fighting. You
Of
really
course.
wanted equipment for
Okay.
to help us.
Yes,
Right?
and any warriors who are willing to lend their swords and potentially have a bit of coin from the guild as reward are
Only-
willing to join.
Only the ones who are trained to fight. We don't want any innocents in this battle.
And you see these people who are kind of excited, they were grabbing stuff. They rethink this when you say that, and a lot of them start nodding to each other, and you kind of hear among the crowd consensus of we should probably leave this to the experts.
Yeah, let's not run into a shadow realm and start
Yeah.
fighting.
And Frederick says, well, if you're looking for warriors, I don't see them around. But doesn't mean they're not here.
We heard that Riz was quite a warrior.
And some Andrew fellow.
Yeah, Andrews, was it?
Andres.
Anders Williams.
Andras. Andres.
Andrew.
A.
Short for Anderson.
Oh, I just.
Oh, yeah, so-
You know, it's like.
And Frederick says, townspeople will definitely help you. Those particular people, I don't know where Riz is, but Andres is probably back at his house.
And where does he live?
Frederick points to a house on the outskirts of town.
I will go there probably.
Is there anything all of us can do?
Food, supplies, anything that could help us.
We would like anything that can give us specifically firepower.
Anything that provides light.
Yes.
And do remember to. I know it's been stressed before, but be sure to get rid of those crystals. Absolutely.
Yes, of
Avoid
course.
touching them at.
And the villagers kind of go off into their different areas and start like searching through stuff.
Ants.
Yeah. Like some of them, others are just kind of like going back to their places of work and what they were doing before, but a lot of them, like you made a really good speech to them. They were really listening, and they're gonna try to help.
Good. It's the least they can do for giving us those nasty glares.
To be fair, it was partially our fault.
I guess we should head to Andrew's home and then go to the chapel for Riz.
Yes.
Yes.
Andras.
Yes. Andras. I don't know if I said that right.
Shall we go to Andrus's?
Rose is already won. she has no time for this, bro.
I kind of like hop up
On
and
the
fly
edge of
over.
town is a very small sort of farmhouse. In the back is a garden bed with produce growing there, but not much. The chimney is going, and it seems like someone's home.
I'm gonna just knock on the door then.
You knock on the door, and you hear like somebody like grabs the doorknob, and it opens to a guy. He is not young. He looks to be slightly later in his life. He has a peg leg and wears normal commoner clothes and a cloak. And he looks tired. He says, is there something I can do for you?
Hello. Are you Andrus?
Yeah, who's asking?
Oh, we are. I don't know if our particular group has a name, but we are from the Guild of Vesper. We are monster hunters.
Oh, yeah, those people, yeah.
Yes, we are.
Remember some villagers were talking about you.
Yes.
We got word that you were a trained professional. Oh god. Sorry. I still got chunks of that potion in my throat. They said you were a fairly professional fighter and soldier, and we were wondering.
I was once a soldier, but
We were wondering if perhaps you would assist us in a mission of avenging Bovar and Dorian and any of the other innocents who lost their lives. For a bit of reward from the Guild of Vesper once the task is complete. Yes.
well, you say gold.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Risking my life. I haven't fought in a while, so
What if
don't know how I feel about all this.
We would be doing the heavy lifting. We would just need your backup to provide aid to us.
Yes. What in the world even I could maybe, if give me enough time, I could make you a leg if you wish.
Oh no, I could get around easily enough. So you said gold.
Yes, the Guild of Vesper would be willing to provide a reward, as this task does not just avenge Bovar and Dorian's sacrifices, it also provides a great service to the realm.
Instead of gold, there's something else I want.
Of course.
Here,
And
have her.
I expect none of you to speak of this to anyone outside.
What is it?
Well, I was once a soldier, like I said, and somewhat a deserter. I simply need my name cleared in the royal papers, and then, yes, I would join you for that.
I am sure doing this great service to the realm would surely allow the Guild of Vesper would be more than happy to clear your name with the Sovereign.
We'd be happy to, but do we have that kind of power?
Yes, we do. We are a hundreds of years old monster hunters guild, initially tied to the sovereigns. Surely we have political sway.
It could be done.
I do.
I think I will help you.
Thank you very much.
Whenever you're leaving, I'll be getting ready. Stop by.
And if you
I'll
need,
accompany you.
and if you need supplies or weapons or armor or anything like that, the blacksmith said she
I
would
have mine.
supply. All right.
Thank you greatly for your assistance, Andress. We will send word to the Guild of Vesper to clear your name.
And he closes his door, and you can hear him rummaging through some stuff.
Shall we go to the chapel?
Yes.
So you're making your way towards the chapel. It's going to take you about a minute to get there.
Is everyone ready to deal with this creature that we're going up against?
Maybe if I'm lucky, I can try and hunt down some of my dad's bandits, get them to work for us.
I have my doubts, and I don't think we have the time to anyways.
Yeah. If you have a way to contact, you could always reach out.
I have to go through my dad's stuff back at that place.
We may not have time.
Yeah, if that's the case, I don't think we have time.
I do not think that there's truly any way to prepare for these, but I do think we are taking the necessary precautions, and we will avenge all the lives. I personally vow I will avenge all the lives lost, even if it costs me my own.
You guys reach this, old decrepit church that on the outside still looks very poor and downridden, except for this pristine cross that is still spotless.
Does anybody else like to talk to this man? I don't think I have the patience for it.
Okay. I'll knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and it gets kind of lazily pushed open, and you see on the other side is Riz, the Black Dragonborn, wearing his normal attire. He looks like possibly he just woke up. Are you guys here for Arthur again?
No.
We're actually here for both of you.
No.
Okay.
Arthur is not a warrior. We will not risk an innocent.
Wrong guy, I guess.
Yes, I think you were thinking of Andress. Riz, we are trying to mount a mission to avenge the lives of Bovar and Dorian, as well as to protect the realm, and we heard that you were a seasoned warrior and came to ask your assistance. We are willing to get the Guild of Vesper to provide you a boon.
A boon?
Gold,
Really?
gold, political, anything.
I mean, if we're talking money here, like How much?
25 gold.
I don't
Perhaps,
think that'd be enough to.
perhaps more. We are facing a serious threat.
Probably
Yeah,
25 minimum.
25 minimum.
Plus, we can always get your villagers to help Arthur with, repairing that little church of yours.
Well, I mean, it's not really my church. I'm just squatting here, honestly.
We can get you all the rats you can eat.
You see, that's kind of insulting. I don't eat rats by choice. Do you think it's nice having to hunt rats with a stick?
That's
No.
just
With
your
a
stick sounds
okay.
less. Mine's more of a
But
luxury.
keep talking about money.
Well, what were you thinking for your services?
I don't know. A decent amount. Like, at least what the last guys got paid.
Perhaps 75 to 100?
I think the guild could spare a few hundred gold.
Yes.
I'm thinking like a little more if you catch my drift.
150?
Maybe like a little more than that. I do have to finance a
We
house.
can't do more than 150.
We could most likely supply.
If it is the guild, we could probably spare 250 at most.
I also want half of it up front.
We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
you see,
the-
problem there, just like pulls out his pockets. He's like a little moth floats out.
Okay.
We are
Yeah.
not.
You're asking for a lot of money. Us personally, we do not have it. Our overseers have it. If you either come with us and get the gold, or we can leave.
Yes, we will provide. We will. It will take time for the guild to send the gold, and we are at an urgent matter. You will get your reward, and we will stay here until you get your reward afterwards. But we do need to get our overseers to get the gold for you.
I don't know. I kind of want to see some gold before I get into this. I mean, I could die.
I mean, how about this? We will owe you 150 gold, and we will do half up front, 175, and that's going to be half.
I don't think half of 150 is 175.
No, I mean 75.
I thought we were doing 250. What did we?
I mean, if
What
he's-
did we agree to? Gold was
200.
200.
200 gold.
Yes.
How much gold do we have collectively?
I'm
I
not
think
Willing to give up that much gold.
I have a plan.
Wait,
Okay, what you're going to
Wait a
save another
second.
city.
did you just say you don't have enough?
We do have enough. Our overseers have it. How about instead of providing the gold up front, I provide you with one magical favor of your choice. I am quite the skilled healer and a sorcerer in my own right.
I can make a rock glow.
Gilbert and her head, you can hear a snapping noise as her head looks at you. Shut up.
He can also do a
trying to
lot more
have a-
helpful things like cure your blindness or give you a new leg or.
I mean, I got all my stuff on me. I consider that pretty nice, actually. Well, I mean, they have a nice hat.
Or just take it off him and hand it to him.
No, you do not get to do that yet.
Are you trying to take this hat?
If you try and take my hat, I swear.
This.
I thought he was referencing Gilbert.
No, he was referencing Rosalie's hat.
That is her possibly dead father's hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. I would be willing to provide
so it's sentimental then.
Also,
Her eyes start glitching out. There's an error code.
People might think you're a criminal if you wear it.
Okay, well in that case I don't want it.
There's a glitching error code on her eyes.
Do you, I mean, honestly, I'm not really looking for magic. I'm looking for,
You could absolutely
you
get you a
know,
hat.
stuff of value.
I have a nice stick.
I mean, I have a poetry book if you want one of them.
Sentimental, physically.
Rose just growls.
Valuable in being able to sell it or valuable.
Oh, money-wise, or something just looks cool that I could wear.
Here's this.
Oh, I actually do have an idea. Comet's going to kind of reach into a satchel that's behind them and pull out a mantle of bright white feathers paired with the mask and say, This is something very dear to me. It provided me the courage to help others when I needed in my own time, when I needed the encouragement to do so. And it's like this really well-kept white mantle of feathers. Would this suit your payment?
Do you know how much it costs?
I made it myself. From the feathers of swans.
It's probably like a
Rose
big
just
shaky gold,
groans
right?
and kind of shoves one of them away. For God's sake! Pulls out all of her gold, slams it in his hand.
How much gold is
I
that?
don't know.
It should be in the inventory.
Oh yeah, I should check that, huh?
I think it's like 50.
I'm pretty sure it says 50 on here. Yep, 50.
What if I gave you a cool looking bug? It's dead, don't worry. Or I could catch it alive.
I don't need bugs.
He's gonna
Money? Yes, nice. And you see, like, kind of like looks at through the coins. But you know, a little light.
Gilbert's gonna look at his hand and just do like, okay, fine. And he's gonna grab his bag and like, it's his bag of holding, and his bag of holding, and he just sets it on the table and says, "This is worth 2,500 gold."
Comet's going to put
That'll be enough.
Comet's going to put their paw over Gilbert before he sets the bag of holding down and say, "The cloak has sentimental value and is in part swan feathers I collected on my own. I have kept it in pristine condition for 15 years, and part of it was given to me by the great religious leader Thompson. It has a great deal of worth, though I cannot express the monetary value."
Well, that plus the money probably should cover the forward charge. I think we have ourselves a deal. As long as I get the money
Of course.
afterwards too.
Of course, and Comet's going to hold out their paw.
He shakes it.
And they're gonna hold up the cloak really nice and hand it to him.
Rose is gonna
Yeah,
put
he
her
takes
mask
it.
back on before she gets real pissed.
Well, I mean, are we going now? Are we going later?
Now would probably be a good time.
Yeah, we better get going pronto.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know about you, but I'd love to know whether or not my dad is alive.
Did the people give us anything yet?
Yes, we should check back in with the townsfolk and
See
make
what
one
they
last check for supplies.
Okay. Riz kind of follows you slightly at a distance as you guys go back into the town square, and the villagers, you guys asked for like light stuff. They have a lot of like torches and a few lamps that they have brought out. And Frederick's kind of sitting next to this small pile of like illuminating items.
Alright, so.
Oh, so I see you guys got one. Andres, did you get Andres, or is he not coming?
Andres is coming.
He's waiting.
We will grab Andres on our way out of town.
Well, I mean, we found some stuff. Honestly, town doesn't have much, but I mean, do torches help?
Yes.
Yes.
We appreciate what you have to spare.
I'll gladly take a pitchfork.
Well, you didn't ask us to get pitchforks. You could borrow one. I mean, that would be pretty fine. Anyway, I mean, there's enough torches for all of you. An extra lantern.
Is John chief in the town square?
No.
Alright. Makes sense, he'd be mourning.
He did want to avenge his death. We should at least let him in on this.
Yes. Oh yes, he did make that oath.
would you happen to know where John Chief is?
Chief, last I saw him, he buried the mayor. He's around. He's pretty angry though. I wouldn't push his buttons.
Of course not. We are simply going to let him know we are almost prepared to mount our venture into vengeance.
Okay. Well, good luck. And hopefully I'll see you again. And he walks back to his establishment.
Alright, so we're gonna visit, I guess, the grave to see if he's there. Interfere back that, very good.
Don't know where he was buried.
Oh, crap.
Have we seen any graveyards or just anything like where it was been?
I mean, there is a graveyard right next to the church, but you don't think he was buried there.
Yeah, no, it's way too old.
Yeah, and Comet's going to start going up to random townsfolk and asking if they have seen John Chief recently.
Yeah, you find the gunsmith. He's been walking around and goes, "Oh, hey, you guys again. What do you need?"
I'm looking for John Chief. We want to let him know that we are about to start our journey to the mines to avenge the lives lost.
I see. He should be, I think, at the mayor's house.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Would he have anything that would help us here?
I think that it would only be of Gilbert's use and not really ours.
I mean, we could buy a gun, but none of
We
us
don't
have
know how to
proficient and we
use a
don't have the
gun.
money.
We could have.
I used it on Brett.
We could use some of the gunpowder for
You
letter.
might want gunpowder.
The gunpowder's too expensive. I don't have that
Let's
much.
just keep moving.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know where he is.
Yeah, so you find at the mayor's house, John Chief is sitting on the steps, and next to him is Andras. They seem to have been talking about something, but as you guys approach, they fall silent.
Greetings, John Chief.
Aye.
I see Andros is here. We are almost prepared to.
Aye. He was, confronting me. He... good man.
Yes.
And, can't wait to fight beside him.
You're joining us.
Yeah? Why would I not? I want to
You.
Of course.
tear that thing a new one.
Of course, and we would not prevent you from your vengeance. Yes.
I don't care what that thing is. I'll get him. For every townsfolk he's hurt. Whatever it is. I won't let it see the light of day again.
The
Good
light,
man.
the light might be what harms it, so perhaps the darkness of the night, but I get your meaning.
And he stands up,
It's not the time for corrections.
says, "When are we going?"
Are you ready now?
I
We
think
need to go get
we
the old man.
need Hill.
Right.
We need Hill to take us to the rift. Yes.
Aye. He should be easy to find.
Of course. Then I gather we will find Hill and mount our march to the mines.
You do not really have to search for a while. He is now sitting out front of his in front of his house. Not as disheveled as before, but still unhappy.
Hello. We have some things for you for this expedition.
Oh,
Last night with some old parts I made this for you, and he has an eye, and it's just like this is an eye, and it's a mechanical, and maybe it'll make it so you can see it.
Will kind of like grabs it. He says, I appreciate the offer, but no, I'm safer without my sight. And he hands it back to you.
Okay, but
How it gets you. They all saw it.
that would track with my experience. There were lights, which is why I think it can watch us through the crystals.
Gilbert, I recommend you save that for one of us. One of us inevitably loses our eye.
And who else stands up and says, let's go.
I thought the armor.
I want to get this done with.
Yes.
Before you go, we insist you take this, and he hands the armor that we
He
got.
kind of awkwardly takes his chain shirt and says, oh, very well. And he puts it on kind of backwards. You can't see, but he starts, slowly making his way up the valley again, through the streets, out towards the path that leads to the mall. And on your way to the mine, you have some time to discuss and plan.
So how are we gonna be thinking of defeating this thing?
If we're gonna split up, we better split up in at least teams of 2 or 3.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
I think the absolute biggest thing to know is that this thing
I-
has some form of weakness.
I
to
agree.
light.
Should not be splitting up.
Yes. Don't split.
That's only last case scenario.
Don't stay in one area close clumped together, but do not
Get too far.
split up. Someone needs to get, according to the ritual, to counteract everything. Someone needs to get this.
Creature to touch the crystal.
Someone needs to get the ever silent to touch the crystal, to be imprisoned. And then I gather as soon as it's in, we need to cast mending on the outside crystals to strengthen the prison.
Yes.
How do we get it in there? We know that part of the requirement is that we need to be touching the crystal, but how do we get it inside the crystal?
Does anyone have any knockback, type spells that can push?
And how are we gonna get the
I do.
citizens out?
I can summon insects that can push him back.
And one of us might have to lure. Or we
If
might
we're
have to
going-
take turns.
I think this plan is bollocks. We should just gut the thing.
When a bad plan is the only plan, it's the best plan.
And the tome in the mayor's son's bedroom has said that the ever silent has never been killed before.
By Celts.
First time for everything.
Well, and it has never lost.
I think we could kill it. We have everything we need.
Have you seen this thing before?
No, it don't matter.
It does matter. If you're fighting 50 dragons, will you win that fight?
He shakes
I'm
his
joking.
head.
I actually think you might be able to win that kind of fight.
I have seen this, the ever silent. We are prepared, however, I do not think we can kill it. I think we can certainly injure it and get our bloodshed's worth of vengeance, but we will have to weaken it and lock it back up.
Aye.
I feel like locking it is just delaying the inevitable that'll
Not if we
If-
burn the tome after.
If that's all we can do, then that is all we can do. But
We will get
I want my vengeance.
Yes, we will get our bloodshed's worth, all of us.
And the two other people that you have sort of hired are falling behind a little further back. Andrews is a little slower with his peg leg. And Riz just seems to be hanging back for his own reasons.
Oh, before we get too far to the mine, Gareth, can you send a bird with a message to the Guild of Vesper for Andrus and Riz's reward?
You're me, sorry.
Here.
I was zoning out because you did. I mean, we fought big things before, but I don't like rocks.
Would you be able to send a message to the guild?
I mean, I can summon a bird.
Yes.
Would
Would
you
you send a bird to carry? Kind of rips a piece of paper out of their a blank piece of paper out of their grimoire, and scribbles down a quick message to the guild of for Andrus's pardon and Riz's
Money.
100 gold, 150 gold or so.
Yeah. And you're able to send that message. I'm not going to go into too much depth about that. The bird flies off. The pigeon.
Because I don't want to use my spell because that's an actually really useful spell. I'm using Wild Companion and just say that my Wild Companion's like a raven.
Yeah, I can be a raven. And this bird flies off. John Chief looks up and says, "Oi, I think it's good you send a word back to the others, in case we fail. Others should know."
Of course. Riz takes off her dad's mask again and kind of just stares at it while she walks.
And Comet's gonna kind of whisper to her, "We will avenge him, or we will find and help him."
And all of you, step into the valley once more. The small valley where the mine shaft is, and Will steps forwards. Oh, never thought I'd be back here, but we have to do it.
And this time, we are not going to be dealing with things that we do not understand. We are going to be stopping that which we have researched.
And you travel through the mines again. I'm not going to detail all of this. And you go through this secret passage, which turns out to fit all of you, if not being a little cramped. And you venture through many tunnels, Howell seeming to know his way, even though he's blind, knowing every nook and cranny of this mine. And finally, you enter a huge chamber. Its walls lined with thousands of crystals.
Don't touch the walls.
Its walls extend 100 feet in the air. And scattered around the floor is an assortment of candles and slips of paper, possibly reminiscent of some ritual. At the center, a crystal arch looms, 80 feet in the air. Within the arch is a rip in the fabric of reality, a tear that looks like a lightning bolt held in still. Black smoke billows around it, radiating a sense of doom to all within the cavern. I'll never forget the feel of this place. Oh, I can't do it. Howell shudders, then he turns and feels for the wall in front of it. Finding it, he guides himself back out of the room, saying nothing, leaving you all alone.
Comet's gonna kind of pull their coat closer and make sure it's fastened to its fullest extent.
Kira kind of brings their wings closer. They have pretty good insulation with all the feathers, but
Rose puts on her dad's mask, and the little X's glow very dimly out of the black eye holes. And goes, "Well, I guess it's time."
John Chief steps forwards. Will, let's get to it.
before we venture in, I would like to. Com's gonna kind of gather up the scraps of the ritual and investigate them.
These papers, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. These papers have been here for months in this cavern, possibly from when all this started. You cannot discern any of the writing. It's just so heavily faded and destroyed by the time in here. You could tell it was paper, but nothing remains of what was written on it.
Com's gonna kind of put it all in a pile, and then is going to use the firebolt cantrip on it to send it ablaze.
And it bursts into flame, and within seconds, it's a pile of ash.
That is our first step in making and ensuring no form of this ritual escapes after this.
What, did you just bring the tome?
No, not the tome.
Oh,
the,
okay.
the
No,
ritual.
the random
papers.
bunch of
Alright.
little paper that are faded out.
Alright.
I can't wait anymore. And John steps through the portal, this gate, and you just see he goes through it and disappears.
Very well.
Well, I guess
follow
here
that
we
route.
go.
Don Quixote, and he's gonna walk in.
Time to follow through. And Comet's going to hold out Lucida's hand. In solidarity of healing, let us venture forward.
Yes.
Stepping through the gateway, you all feel a natural cold around you. All around you, the world is a twisted and dark reflection of what it was. You are no longer in the mine, but above ground. Nearby stands a mountain, overlooking a twisted landscape and surrounded by shadowy clouds interspersed with red lightning crackling in the air. There is a path up.
Of course there is.
And John Chief is already a few steps up it.
Let's go.
Let's catch up.
Yes.
How are we gonna find everyone here?
I do not know.
We do our
We could
best.
light a beacon.
I did not see the mountain.
I can still cast Speak to Plants. They might know. I mean, there's a lot of them.
There are very few plants you see around
There's
here.
not a lot of plants.
And those that are around have no leaves and are just these twisted brambles. Dead trees are all around.
Oh, that's a good sign.
I'll never
I think
forget.
if I get time after this fight, I could rest a bit and then light a beacon.
I'll never forget this shroud of death you feel. We'd best stay warm, and I'm going to cast the cantrip dancing lights to have little motes of sparkles of blue and greens and purples surround us.
And I am so glad I brought a cargo jacket.
Andres kind of catches up with you guys and look around. This is different than I expected. Let's press forward, I guess. Looks back, says, Riz, are you coming? And Riz steps through this archway, looks around. Damn. This is a little intense, but still getting paid good money for this. What the hell not? And he walks forward with you guys as well.
Yeah, you better. I gave you my entire savings.
And it takes you a while to hike up this mountain, so anything anybody wishes to discuss?
So, what did you see when you were in there?
I confess the mountain is a surprise to me. It was a clearing, well, it was the bandit camp when I was pulled through. At first I saw nothing but the church and the bandits impaled on crystals. I did not see Atticus. Then Atlas came up to me. They were one of the Marvis sent, but they were not gotten by the hounds. I tried to take them with me, away from the other side, but I couldn't save them. The last thing I saw was the other side would take them.
And Andrews puts a hand on your shoulder and says, I've lost people too.
Death
It's not easy.
Death is never easy when so many are caused by you, but they're, however, unintentionally. But I could have done something. I should have.
Don't dwell on the past too much. It's easy to forget what's in the present.
That's a nice sentiment.
Be happy it wasn't someone who caused it.
Gareth, that's not a very comforting line. I say that with my whole heart.
We must press forward and avenge all those lost.
I agree.
Eventually, you make it up this path. You catch up with John Chief. He's not as fast as you with the armor on. And as you get to the top of this, after hours and hours of going up this path, you reach the top. And before you, on this mountaintop, is a sort of plain. And on this, some of these pieces of stone, is a giant altar surrounded by large pillars decorated with Celtic runes. In the center is a gigantic crystal that looms tall over you, and more markings decorate the ground. 4 other crystals sit atop some of the pillars, glowing slightly. Inside the main crystal is a small figure whose features you cannot make out, blurred by the crystal it is trapped in. All around this mountaintop are more interspaced stone pillars with black spikes atop them. Unidentifiable bodies are impaled upon the spikes, most of which have been dead for a while. Lifeless and unmoving. However, 2 of them are recognizable. One bears a tattered breastplate decorated with the mark of Mavis.
Oh, shoot.
The other bears a tattered cloak of purple and black. Both bodies are strangely withered and distorted, almost skeletal in appearance as you approach. And Cecil, as you take a step forwards, Atlas's head slowly moves up and meets your gaze.
Oh my god.
Its eyes are black pits of void, and slowly its skeletal limbs grab the sides of the pillar, pulling itself from the spike, and lands in front of you, looking up at you. And the other body, not Atlas, but Atticus, does the same.
Wait, what?
His eyes seem to be gone, replaced with these black voids, and his body's taken on a much more skeletal appearance.
I know where this is going. I'm going to draw my
Both of
battle axe.
them move towards you, and from the darkness behind them, you hear recognizable yips and growls as claws scratch upon the stone. from unseeable creatures.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
And that is where we end our session for today. We'll catch you on Wednesday for the final episode of Roll for Fate.